How you doing, Taurus? Go ahead and put a spread out for you. Please give me clean, clear messages for Taurus. Nine of Cups. Feeling emotionally secure, emotionally stable, feeling as if you have everything that you need, possibly doing some celebrating, enjoying yourself, filling your own cups. Definitely feeling a single vibe for you, Taurus. Sorry. What crosses you is the Three of Swords. Betrayal. Feeling betrayed. Maybe that's why you're single and trying to fill your own cups. Trying to focus on yourself and feeling balance within yourself. Your foundation. Five of Swords in reverse. No longer dealing with people who want to win at all costs. Maybe you're not wanting to feel that you want to fight for something because of this betrayal. Someone treated you unfairly and you no longer want to fight for something. Possibly you're involved with people who didn't want to argue or even address issues, possibly not wanting to face situations. The past. Page of Wands. It's a messenger. In the past, maybe someone sent you a message about moving forward towards something. And maybe you're dealing with a situation that was high conflict. And you brought yourself out of that situation. And you're trying to pull yourself out of some kind of betrayal. And possibly someone sent you a message about movement forward or a passionate message. And perhaps you answer that call, and that's what ultimately caused your betrayal, was dealing with this person. This person who didn't have like a lot of movement forward, or who didn't want to discuss with things, someone who didn't want to argue, someone who doesn't want to explain or complain, who doesn't want to argue or address issues. And it's like dealing with this person or this message of someone coming towards you or about some kind of passionate movement. That's what caused you the betrayal. Is like picking up the phone. Now, you didn't want any situations that brought conflict into your life, and that's why possibly you were on your own trying to fill your own cups, but somebody came in and sent you a message, and they brought a lot of drama with them. Your goals, your conscious awareness, the best that can be accomplished at the present. So Taurus, this is you listening to your intuition, gaining spiritual insight, connecting with the divine and your own intuition, You can be very psychic because you use your intuition to give you spiritual insights. And after this betrayal, it gave you ability to listen to your intuition more. Maybe you had a habit of ignoring your intuition. Maybe maybe you know that you have a lot of love to give, and you want to start giving it to someone who you would actually like to receive love. You know, Queen of Cups, this is someone who is very intuitive. They could read people really, really well. Maybe like an empath. Not only did this give you an opportunity to increase your intuition, but also the empathy of picking up the other people's emotions and listening to your own intuition yourself. There is a heightened awareness that you have, Taurus, and it's definitely was achieved because of this heartbreak. Now, what's ahead of you is the world. Sorry, kind of have a cold. The world is an ending, a divorce. But it's an ending to a chapter and a book, and you're opening up a new chapter within life. There's probably be some kind of movement ahead of you. But whatever this ending, whatever it was really about, not only did it increase your intuition, but your psychic gifts and abilities, but it also showed you what needed to end within your life. And that's possibly feeding a lot of conflict or high conflict people within your environment. And you don't want anyone to come in to try to give you a bunch of messages of passion or new messages about movement, because, like, I feel like you're not really in the mood, to be honest. It's like you're holding up by yourself and you're listening to yourself. You don't want to argue with people, and you're trying to start a new chapter within your life. How do you see yourself? Balanced. You're starting to feel more like yourself, and you're starting to regain the balance that you lost by dealing with high conflict people. People see you as steady, regaining the balance in your life and your responsibilities. How other people see you, and this is also your environment. You're starting off a new, passionate beginning. It's like you're taking all of your love and emotion back towards people who didn't appreciate it. And you're starting to fill your own cup, and it's starting to give you the energy and the passion and the balance to start manifesting things that you want into this existence. With this loss, or the empty space of what was made by whatever left, or you cut out, or what left you, It left to a lot of potential that's opening up for you. And they see that with you. Because now they see that they can't affect you like they once did. Because you attained your own emotional balance and you see exactly what they were bringing into this situation. And if it had to do with rocking your stability, then you have no issue of letting whatever wanted to walk out or walk away or fight with you to show themselves out. That's what I'm seeing. It's like, you know what? You want to fight? Because I don't want to fight. You're never looking to go into any situation like wanting to fight. And you were trying to be working with us people, but it's like I don't even have the energy with it, because it's like you know what you're going to get from this people or situation, and it's not anything that you want to put any more work in, and you're more than happy to let it go if it wants to walk out, or to close that book if you're done with it, and you know, passing it on to recycle to someone else that could use it. And that's bringing you great balance and insight, and it's also bringing you a lot of energy. And people see like the change in you, the vitality that's coming back into your life, like that. The fire comes back, Taurus. You can't have some fire in your chart and some Sag. But whatever this betrayal was, it strengthened you. And it got you out of a situation that I don't think you would have allowed yourself to get out of, or left yourself beholden to leave, if you didn't feel so hurt and betrayed by it. Now, your hopes and your fears of attaining the goal, the lessons to be learned, blocking your development. Your hopes and fears is the Three of Cups, possibly a reunion with people who brought drama into your life. Maybe you don't want a reconciliation. You want to bring back the joy and excitement into your life, but you don't want to reconcile with a bunch of high conflict people, because you know, like, it brings you whatever it used to bring you and whatever it has brought you from before. And it's just a bunch of drama, you know? And like, yeah, you want to celebrate with someone and, you know, have joy within your life and enjoyment with people. But, you know, you don't want to reconcile with trouble and drama. The outcome is Seven of Pentacles. Waiting, tending your garden, waiting for your ships to come in, putting in the work. You've planted seeds, and there's a foundation that was laid, and now you're waiting for the benefits in it. But you don't want to just wait. You want to do as well. Put passion and effort into the goals that you want to achieve, and possibly you're waiting for the outcome from it. kind of a rebuilding stage. You're putting the work into something and you're waiting for the fruits. Maybe you're waiting on some kind of financials coming in, finances, or you're putting work in some kind of business and you don't quite see the benefits yet, but this is something that will be fruitful, possibly within the spring or fall. It's like you want to go out and kind of find a bunch of distractions, but it's also something that you don't want at the same time, because you know that there's foundations that you have to lay out, and possibly before you would kind of invest a lot of time into, I don't know, libations or partying. But there's an end to that. There's an end to allowing yourself get involved with situations that's not beneficial as well. Now, you're attaining a balance, and this balance is absolutely needed, and it was crucial in order for you to start something new and to bring passion back within your own life, to start from something new and leaving something that just didn't work before. And it could have been anything. It could have been a job, a friends group, family group, but you're no longer looking to try to make anyone believe your point anymore or explain your point of view, because if they're not willing to hear it, what's the point of constantly trying to make them listen, right? So you're getting balanced, and possibly you're going to have some kind of new passionate beginning, a reconciliation, or a coming together with somebody either new or someone you've had history with, and you're going to put in a lot of work towards something. Maybe this new passionate beginning, maybe something that brings you a lot of joy and enjoyment and kind of this feeling of overall well-being. And it's like, now that you're putting work and investing your time into something that you do love and you have a lot of passion for, it's bringing you like a huge amount of energy. Page of Swords. Maybe, which you don't know, maybe somebody's spying on you. They're wondering about what you're doing. Or maybe you're trying to make a lot of practical approaches towards the direction that you want. And you're trying to plan things out. You're trying to be organized in what step that needs to be taken. Maybe there's a trip that you have coming up ahead of you, and you're planning for that. Or maybe someone who's at a distance, but there is some kind of ending. And after this ending, you're definitely trying to be more careful in what, who, and the things that you invest all of your time in. Because you know, you're not one to waste time, you know? That's not really true. You enjoy yourself. You like luxury. I mean, you're Venus ruled. You know how to relax, and you also know how to work. And when it's time to work, but you don't do well when you're being pushed. And because Tauruses move when they're ready to move, you know? But you're also, although you do have a very set way to think when it comes to situations or how things should be done, you know, you're no longer willing to put in the energy to making others believe it or believe what you should want to believe. It's like, whatever, you believe whatever you want to believe, that's fine. I'm just going to put a bunch of end to it because I don't want to argue. I don't want to bring balance into my life and start working on something brand new that's going to bring enjoyment. And it's something that I feel like I'll have a good outcome for, and I'll actually get something out of it as opposed to more BS, because whatever you feed grows, right? And you're trying to make practical steps towards it. Like, what do you need? What is the next step? Make lists. If, you know, sometimes you find yourself kind of unsure of where to start. Make a bunch of lists. It's like, make practical steps every day towards your direction. This is karma. This is final judgment. This is karmic justice. And this is gifts from the universe and the divine. And it's like karma is coming to set things right and to give you gifts. Because it's karma finally working within your favor. And I feel like it hasn't, I feel like you feel like your karma has not been working in your favor for a really long time. Or like maybe you even felt like, I don't know, you're cursed to deal with a lot of bullshit constantly. But it's like you got this inner awareness that, you know, hey, you don't really have to fight with people, or if they're just committing to want to start arguments. Like, if you want to have a bunch of arguments and fighting, then you go ahead and do that. But no, I'm going to go ahead and do my thing somewhere else, because, you know, my stability and my new beginnings and my new creative endeavors and my own new passions, it's more important than people who like to just constantly cause drama all the time. Because now you're starting to put in work into something that is breathing life into you, and you think that this has a lot of potential, and it does, because this is like what they call is mula. This is your destiny. This is your divine. This is your birthright. You know, and it's like universe is coming in to give you the gifts and resources to be able to attain it. And it starts with the passion that you have. And it's like that passionate spark that will lead you to a brand new journey. And you're willing to put in the work in till you see the efforts, because you're sure of this now. Because you're balanced and you're no longer afraid, and you're no longer willing to have anyone around that shakes your confidence. Taurus, your advice, clean it up. Happy, happy. So be practical. Get rid of the people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Make practical steps towards your goals. Clean up your environment. You know, the best way to start anything new is to put things in order that what you have now. So that way you're a lot more organized, and you could actually concentrate your energy on where it needs to go. And once you start making these sacrifices of things that don't serve you, you know, it will lead to your happiness. And I bet you're going to feel a huge difference when you start, you know, doing the practical things that you need to do. Maybe you have a habit of putting it off and procrastinating, but you find out when you do it, you're going to feel so much better that it's done. And you're going to feel a lot more light and free, or that there's a lot more just crap around, like clogging up your energy and taking up all of your time. And that's what clutter really does, to be honest. Now, once you get rid of the people, places, and things that no longer serve you, clean up your environment, you know, do the practical things first, you will start feeling your energy back, and there will be a wave of energy and a feeling of well-being that will come back. Maybe this is universe coming in and getting rid of a bunch of crap too that's been mucking up your energy, and you're gonna feel a general sense of well-being that will come from this. A leg up, you're being assisted by the divine. Someone will offer you a hand, or possibly you offer that to somebody. Maybe universe is offering you a hand, and they're co-creating for you and with you. And they're doing that by helping you release the things that no longer serve you, or that have any kind of real benefit in your life besides just taking up space and taking up a lot of your time and energy. To the sea, it's time to take time to yourself. Listen to yourself and your intuition. Listen to your feelings. If you're tired, rest. The things that you need physically, spiritually, and mentally. If you need a break for the day, take a break. But definitely follow the signs and the feelings that you get from your body and your mind and your intuition, because those are spiritual nudges into the directions that you have to go, because universe is working with you to co-create your dreams, and they're giving you assistance, and they're also going to give you some energy and a general well-being once you get rid of all of this gunk. You know, it's like cleaning up the gunk out of the gears of your engine, you know. So you could actually start manifesting your dreams. Unfinished symphony. If there's cycles within your life that you keep finding yourself in, same kind of people that you find yourself involved in, or dating, or just meeting, or the same kind of situations that you find yourself in, it's like it's time to pull yourself out of anything that starts to seem familiar. Listen to your intuition. karma is at play here. And I feel like the divine is coming in to help nudge you in the direction that you need. But got some good stuff coming up in here. You could have a new beginning with a soulmate coming in, and someone who wants to work with you and offer you assistance, and it's going to make you really happy. But definitely work on all of the things that you need to, including a lot of those hang-ups and issues you may have collected along the way from past relationships. Because it could be a divine gift that's coming in. It's important to listen to your intuition until you know for sure that this isn't just another one of those cycles. But that's what I got for you, Taurus. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And there's a donation box linked below. If there's any extra messages, I would put them in the comment section there. Or, but I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.